Welcome to our new series, Ascension. And first of all, I would like to say that I've been getting a lot of questions about this whole Ascension thing because many people are way into it, and some of them are they're more like, "What is this about?" Seems all a little bit high frequency crap. All right. So if you're into this and if you're not into this and you're trying to get a grip on it, please subscribe and hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss an episode on this one. All right. So let's start with the fact that we've talked about this, our reality being a computer game. I would like to use that analogy to explain what's going on with the general public, because for many people it seems like they are on a totally different level than other people. Um, well, everybody has its qualities, of course. So level is kind of a hard thing, but if you look at it in the computer game kind of way, it all makes sense. So say that we're in level one. Say we're talking Super Mario, and you're in level one. You have no idea what's going on. You walk into that world, and then you just walk right into a mushroom, and then you lose a life. And then you go, all right, so I have to do something about it. And you jump on the mushroom, and it disappears. So you've learned that lesson. But there are people further along in that level that already know that. So when they encounter a mushroom, they will just step on its head. Well, then you run into a turtle, and you think, oh well, it probably works the same as the mushroom. So you jump on his head, and indeed the turtle disappears, but its shell is still there. And you're thinking, what the hell is going on? And then you hit that shell, and then it starts moving, and it hits you in the face. All right, you didn't know that. But somebody who is further along in this level understands this and maybe uses even the turtle shell to take out a few mushrooms. So that's the kind of um, analogy you could use for the level we're playing on this uh, in this reality. There are many people that understand certain things, but then there are some people that are far along within Super Mario and they know how to deal with their enemies, but they have no idea about um, secret passageways where you can get extra coins. And some other people they avoid the turtles and the mushrooms altogether, and they go straight for the hidden coin section. So everybody has their thing, and there's no real right or wrong in this particular area, because like I said, everybody has its merits and has plus and minus sides. It's all okay. So we are working inside this level, and that is our, say, 3D right reality. Now we're going to be talking about densities in the next episode, and also frequencies. But you have to understand that these are the things how this reality operates. So you stay within those rules, and it's important to understand that whatever you do, and even if there is such a thing as ascension, you are operating on in this reality. So you'll have to deal with everything this reality has to offer. And even if you are further along in the level and you have some information, you should still look at this level as something that operates in this particular density and frequency. So everything around you that happens is valid. Now, this is very important. Why is this important? Because you were once there in the beginning of the level, that you didn't understand to step on the mushrooms, that you didn't understand that the shell of the turtle moves around when you hit it once you emptied it. So all these things are in you as well. So you can think of other people that don't understand the level on which you operate. You can think of them as stupid or ignorant or maybe even violent or whatever, but understand that this is where you've been as well. And that works, I hate to tell you, with everything. So if you see evil around you, if you see malevolent agendas being rolled out, that is also in you. I'm not saying that you are currently an evil being or following a malicious agenda. No, I'm saying that that is a part of you. It's a part of everyone. So we really need to understand that whatever it is we see around us, it is a part of us. And it is a valid role to be played in this realm. So we need all those things. And you could say, well, all right, you know, I accept that I have that evil in me, which makes it a lot easier to operate in this reality. Once you've accepted that this is a part of you, and any situation could potentially trigger the behavior in you that you dislike very much, because we've all been there. I think that most people still experience on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis that sometimes you react in a way you wish you hadn't. Sometimes you're not your loving self. Sometimes you are not in favor of the group. You're only in favor of you. Then you get this self-serving mood you're in, and everybody has that. And it's no big deal unless that becomes the majority of your reality. But realize that if you have trouble accepting that the evil you see around you is actually in you, that the people that are always operating in that evil mode, they probably don't accept the love that's inside of them, or they are convinced it isn't there. So that's a heavy thing to cope with. That's a burden to bear, because if you're convinced that there is no love inside of you, and therefore you should only operate in this evil MO, wow. I would like to say to these people, there's good in you, there's love in you, find it. But most of the time, these peoples have never been in contact with this. Most of the time, they have lacked receiving love and, well, experiencing love, just witnessing love in their childhood. So this is where they've chosen the wrong path, so to speak. So, well, I'm not saying that you should love them and you should let them do whatever they want, but you could stay in love in the face of these people and realize that they fall very short in the love department. And maybe some of them wish that they could be in your state of mind. So take that into account. So the level we're operating on here, it's everything that happens around you is valid because it's part of you. It's part of the collective consciousness. It's part of everything that goes on around you. It's a necessary evil. I hate to tell you, but there's no unnecessary evil. Everything happens with a certain agenda and a certain goal in mind. And eventually, all your feelings that you have on this planet about this evil, it's very valid. But please know that it happens for a reason. And your only lesson is to accept that it exists and offer an alternative. Because if you can stay in this loving mood and, well, present this alternative, then things will be all right for you, and other people may see this as an example. So that's enough about the level we're operating on. The next time we're going to talk a little bit about frequency, because people are always saying, well, you have to stay in a higher frequency. I have some ideas about that. So I'll see you all for episode 2 of Ascension Frequency. Thanks. Bye bye.